Yes, hello. Warm welcome to all of you. Good morning. Today we are going to discuss a real IELTS question which was asked on uh, this Saturday, that was on 13th of November 2021 for the academic batch writing task 2. Some people say that in our modern age, it is unnecessary to teach children about the skills of handwriting. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So if you see in detail, we have two parts here. Part one is the statement part, because it is the opinion of some people. It's not my opinion. It can be my opinion if I agree. If I don't agree, it won't be my opinion. So I separate this from the question. My question is, to what extent do you agree or disagree with the statement mentioned above? The statement, if I go ahead with the statement in detail, I have to focus on specific words to get my task response correct. I need to focus on the task response. I need to focus on the cohesion, coherence, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. So, first of all, we have to see the task response. In order to see whether the task response is correct, we need to identify which words in the statement part has to be given importance, which is the focus word out of these particular words. Is it some people? Is it modern age? It's unnecessary, or is it handwriting? Now, I and underlined some keywords here. These keywords are very crucial in answering this question. We need to see all these keywords collectively when we address the question. But of this, a turning point, a focus word is there, and that is unnecessary. So this is the crucial word on which the task response revolves within. So whether it is necessary or unnecessary is the argument. If you agree, you need to agree to this thing. If you disagree, you need to disagree to this particular word. It's nothing to deal with handwriting, nothing to deal with some people, nothing to deal with children, nothing to deal with modern age. The most significant word here is unnecessary, and that's for sure. So if you cannot identify this particular word as it is, the importance of that particular word, then your task response will be automatically poor. So if you identify this as the focus word instead, you may deviate from the topic. You may compare the past and the present. I need to compare the past and the present in the essay. But my focus is whether it is necessary or unnecessary. The focus word should be identified very clearly. And that's what we have to do first. Identify the focus word. So I'll write these things: task response, cohesion, coherence, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. So my task response, I have found my word here. Now, how to start? How many sentences we are going to write in the introduction? How can we introduce this particular essay? So please mind, the more important part of this essay is the conclusion. It's not the introduction. We need to focus on the conclusion rather than the introduction, because the conclusion is the answer of your question. So, but introduction, I know I don't say that introduction has to be neglected. It has to be given importance because it is the first words which the examiners read. So we have to give it in a standard way, present it in a standard way. Handwriting was an essential skill taught in the past at schools. So I have referred to the age there. However, it is argued that it has become unnecessary. Yes, this second word is focused here. I think it is true to a great extent. Great extent. Yes, agree or disagree. I have addressed this thing. Some people say it is here, it is argued. Modern age is here, unnecessary is there. Children, to teach children. So at schools, here we have at school. So all the parts of the question is addressed. And we didn't copy the statement as it is. And this is the way we have to write the introduction. And the task response is good. The first reason, so we have to look at the second thing, the cohesion and coherence. I think it is true to a great extent. So the connection is clear. The first reason, it's connected, the paragraphs are connected. The first reason why I feel that its significance has lost today is because the advent of technology. To be precise, so the advent of technology is the reason number one. To be precise, so we are going to describe this thing, explain this thing. Okay, pen and paper writing is now being less popular. Instead, they prefer digital platforms. Classes are taken in audiovisual aids, and no significance to manual handwriting. Similarly, students have adjusted with the computer-based instructions and exam as they feel it is comfortable and error-free. So this is the first reason why handwriting has become insignificant these days. It is because of the advent of technology. Because of the advent of technology. Now, from this point to this point, we have got the explanation. Examples are also there. And it's a standard paragraph. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sentences are there. Okay, so well connected, cohesion and coherence is good. The lexical resource is also there. We can say standard vocabulary used there. We don't say any sorts of informal usage of vocabulary there. Standard use of vocabulary. It's there. That's what we need. We don't go ahead with the complex vocabulary, understandable standard words. The second reason, the first reason, again, cohesion and coherence. The second reason behind my agreement is because of the fact that most people now consider legibility seriously rather than stylish handwriting. This is the second reason. What was the first reason? Advent of technology. The second reason is legibility. They consider legibility more seriously than stylish handwriting. Now, to be clearer, the way which a person can communicate effectively in written form is more important than his style of writing. So, if I can communicate effectively to another person in a written form, that's more important than how well I can write it. Oh, cursive writing or something like that. No, calligraphy is important there. Very less people do that. I don't think 80% of the people, of the students these days have a nice handwriting. I don't think so. Now, finally, not many rewards are seen given to those who excel in calligraphy these days. Now, on top of these things, we are not giving importance because of the advent of technology. We are not giving importance to handwriting because we focus on legibility rather than handwriting these days. On top of that, we are not encouraging those who are excelling in calligraphy. So this is the third thing here. I have given the third point because I don't need the explanation there. I had given 2 points. I've explained it with examples. So this is another point. I just presented it as it is. Now this is the controversial, the contrary paragraph. I just need to counter my argument too. So I need to see that there are some criticisms. So I need to say, I don't feel that handwriting can be ignored completely. I cannot say that it should be ignored completely. There is, of course, some relation between good handwriting and academic performance. There is a relation. It's a skill which has a close relation with a student's cognition and imagination. Hence, if it is nurtured, the cognitive potential also can be nurtured. So, if it is nurtured, we can encourage the other things too. So, this is a fact. And these three things are also facts. Now, the conclusion. Even though handwriting offers some tangible benefits to children, children are benefited by handwriting visibly. In this advanced world of technology, it is continuously losing its relevance. So its significance is fading these days compared to the past. This is what this thing is. The essay. Now it's complete in 252 words.